Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your weekly reading for November 29th to December 5th. So Aquarius, when I was tuning into your energy, I felt like this rush of energy behind my head, so like around the crown chakra. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of energy coming in through your crown chakra. So just be prepared for that starting to open for you or opening more. And I also kept seeing the color blue, like a light blue. So I feel like your communication, your connection with source, with your, even with your own guidance, your intuition, is going to be very strong and powerful this week. So really tune into the messages or the guidance that's coming. And I feel like you're going to get lots of messages, and it may show up in your outer world. It may show up in, and I feel like Capricorn got something similar where it may kind of show up in your day-to-day life. Like you hear a song or you hear someone talking, and you'll see synchronicities is a word I'm hearing. So you'll see a lot of synchronicities, things matching up. And it feels like it'll keep happening. Like it'll be one after the other. So it feels like it'll happen at a rapid rate. So just kind of open yourself up to having that come in, and tuning in and being observant this week is going to be important here. There's your weekly theme. So this is kind of the energy that Spirit wants you to go into this week with. Amplify your positive emotions. It's going to be important for you to stay in your own energy. You may find that there's a lot of people that come in and want to pull you into theirs or want to infiltrate your own. So what I'm kind of seeing is have a daily practice of protecting your energy, creating that shield, and making sure that your energy is the dominant field that is around you, and being discerning with who brings in what kinds of energies here, because I'm kind of sensing that what I'm hearing is that people will try, but I'm seeing that not many people will succeed. Which means that you're going to do a really good job. You're going to do a really good job of shielding yourself, and you're going to do a good job of not letting other people kind of sway you. It feels like there's a real strength that's coming in from you, Aquarius, that you've really learned how to stay in your center and not allow a lot of people to, push you around or kind of pull on your energy and confuse you and, try to get you to do what they want, kind of thing is the energy that I'm picking up on here. But it's going to be important that you have a daily practice of tapping into something that makes you feel really good. Like start your morning or your days off with that, have like a ritual or something that really helps you tune in and center to to who you are, what you believe in, or what makes you feel really good, or, how do you connect with the world around you and with yourself? What gives you purpose? What makes you come alive? What inspires you? And it's going to show up differently for different people. So just, and I'm hearing like take the judgment out of it, so it doesn't have to look like somebody else's. Like for some, it could be you start your morning off with a dance, or you start off the morning with a song. Like you don't even have to be, a great singer. Just if you love to sing, just for yourself, just to kind of put you in that positive energy in the morning. And for others, it's to listen to, I'm hearing a sermon. So some of you may like to listen to sermons or listen to a motivational or inspirational speaker, or journaling, drawing, painting, yoga, meditate, whatever it is. Make sure that it helps you to remind you of who you are and your essence, your soul essence. And that's what I'm kind of picking up on. That's going to help you navigate this week. Okay, beautiful. Let's get into your tarot cards here. Aquarius. Okay, energies for Aquarius for November 29th to December 5th. Yeah, definitely the crown chakra. There's a lot going up in the mind here. Still feeling like a buzzing. 7 of Wands. Boundaries. Yeah, I'm hearing boundaries here. Because there may be some, and I'm not saying that it's overwhelming. It just kind of feels like people just try. They try to pry is what I'm hearing, like prying. So maybe people like just wanting to know what you're doing, what you're up to. You may be being just a little bit, reserved or secretive about your plans or kind of what you're building for yourself. But I think that, it's for your own, it's for yourself. You're just protecting yourself. And I feel like you also want to be in a space where you can be yourself, is what I'm hearing. I'm kind of seeing that you're tired of having to wear a mask, having to maybe pretend to be something or, do things that you don't really want to do, but you feel obligated. So it almost kind of feels like you're setting up some boundaries here where you don't feel like you have to feel so obligated to other people, or you have to feel so, I'm hearing entitlement. So there may be some people who are around you that feel entitled to you or entitled to your energy. And it feels like you're setting your boundaries, that you're setting these boundaries that say, I want the space in order for me to be myself. And I'm really tired of, other people kind of coming in and taking that space or that time away from myself. So you're being very discerning and proactive about, like, you're communicating really well is what it kind of feels like. It's like you're setting these boundaries, and it also may kind of catch people off guard where they're not used to you setting boundaries. They may not be used to you saying no to something that you usually say yes to. So there's some empowerment that's actually coming through from the Seven of Wands, where you're just really giving yourself, you're awarding yourself that space that you need in order for you to just be you and to not really feel like you owe anybody that space, that you don't have to share it with anyone. It's like you're giving yourself permission to be a bit more, I don't like the word selfish because it's not selfish, but you're just letting yourself have that and not feeling bad or guilty about it, because you don't have anything bad or guilty to feel about. So, okay, let's clarify the Seven of Wands here. Okay, now they're saying go on into the middle of the week. Okay, card for the middle of the week. Justice. Beautiful. Feels like there's a really good balance that's coming in here for you. Queen of, okay, they're saying all of those. Okay, I keep putting them away, but they're like, nope, it's all of them. Okay, there you go. Go into this. So it feels like, with the Justice card, that there's a balance that's coming into your life. There is, and it feels like you're taking that balance into your own life. And it feels like it's something that you might have not had in a long time. With this Nine of Swords, it feels like it's something where you didn't have much, almost like you didn't have much of yourself, is what I'm seeing. Like you didn't have this line of where you start and someone else ends. It kind of feels like there was a muddled, or it was really blurry. Those lines were really blurry, which is why I liked the Seven of Wands. I liked the energy of those boundaries, because it feels like you're taking that initiative, or you're taking that power into your own hands, and you are giving yourself the space to grow. You're giving yourself the room to grow. And you are also taking that time to understand or tune into what is important for you and what matters. So I feel like with the Justice card, there's also a tuning into what is a priority for you. And that those priorities may actually be different from what you have been prioritizing up until now. So, and it's not that your priorities are changing. It feels like you just never really allowed yourself to value what really matters to you. It almost kind of feels like you just put a lot of people in front of you a lot, or like what other people wanted. And which is what I'm kind of sensing with the Nine of Swords. I feel like with the Nine of Swords, there was these worries about, am I enough? Am I doing enough? Am I giving enough? And it feels like here that part of you is starting to end. It feels like that part of you is no longer thriving, like it's not serving you in any way. So it feels like there's a rebalancing of that energy here. with the Nine of Swords, and which is why we have the Queen of Cups, which I think is really beautiful, because with the Queen of Cups here, I'm feeling like there's this energy of self-love that's coming in. There's this energy of self-care. You're putting yourself first. You're taking care of yourself first. You're also giving yourself that space and time you need to heal, is what I'm seeing. And you're also honoring your right to rest and relax and to replenish your own reserves. It feels like you're filling your own cup. It's like she's holding on to her cup and she's like, I'm just not going to give this to anybody because I need it, because it's empty and I need to fill my own cup for once, that kind of energy. And so it feels like you're really honoring yourself this week, and it's going to really serve you really well, because the honoring of that energy is going to help you to walk away from things that are no longer serving you. It's like you're pulling your energy away from other things and you're giving it to yourself. And right now, this pulling away of energy is happening on an emotional and on a spiritual level. But I feel like in the future, it may also result in a physical level. So as you grow, as you heal, and as you start to replenish yourself, as the scales start to balance for you, you may find that your world starts to change, or the external world starts to shift, and you physically start moving out of places. So you physically could be leaving a group of friends, you could be leaving a marriage, you could be leaving a home, a place of residence. So a lot of things, a place of work, countries, cities, towns, whatever it is, it's going to result in a shifting. But right now the shifting is happening, it feels like, on a emotional level. And it also feels like it's happening on a mental level. It feels like you are walking away from all of the things that have just boxed you in, or have really had you feeling like there's no way out, like there's just no light at the end of the tunnel. You're walking away from anything that makes you feel that way. And what else I see coming in for you here is a Three of Cups. I see friendship coming in here for you. I see support, and I see people who are of like mind and who are very much like you. So we're all different. So however that resonates with you is, it's going to resonate with who you are. So it feels like there's a synchronicity, and there's also something here that feels homogenous, feels like we're all alike and we all resonate and we all kind of understand each other. So almost like a soul tribe. So maybe some of you are also, as these energies are starting to balance, that you start to find that, there's more people that are very much like you that are coming into your life now, because you are allowing yourself to really honor who you are. So there's that support that's coming in because you're supporting yourself, you're loving yourself. And so now you're attracting people who love and support you as well. Really beautiful messages here. Okay, let's go into the end of the week here for Aquarius for November 29th to December 5th. Yeah, you're really shining, really glowing. I really like this energy here. Okay, Six of Wands, which is a victory. I'm also seeing you're enjoying your own space, your own time, which I know I said here, but there's also here something about like you feeling like you're enjoying, because some of you could also be like really enjoying your work. Maybe there's something that you found that you really love to do, and it's like you have a pleasure about it. It kind of also feel like you found something that really resonates with you, something that you really love to do, or something that helps you get up in the morning and feel excited about. So I feel like there's eyes on you as well. Like there's like these two women that are looking at her, and she's just enjoying herself, and she's not really caring who's watching her, what people think. It's just you're in your own light, and people are noticing, and it sets an example for other people too. So some of you may also be someone who shines, someone who has really, I'm hearing like someone who has really had to learn a lot of lessons, or had to go through their trials and tribulations in order to earn this reward, to earn where they are now. And you're also setting an example for other people on how they can do it too. It's almost like it's a do as I do kind of thing. Like they're just watching you, how you did it. And it's like you just in that way, you're setting an example. So you don't have to necessarily really tell someone or, be a teacher or a leader in that way. But you're leading by example. You're leading by the way you live your life, the way you're doing things. And I'm feeling like there are people who are watching who you don't even realize are watching you. So for some of you, it's your kids, or for others, it's your friends, or, I'm hearing that it could just be like family members that you don't really would think that they're actually watching you. Like they may not say it, they may not express it, but they're watching in admiration. They're watching in a way where they're looking at you and like, wow, like, look at what she or he did for themselves. How can I do that? If it's possible for them, maybe it's possible for me, kind of thing. So you're really setting an example here, and I'm hearing role models. So some of you are becoming role models for others, which is so beautiful. I love that. Okay. We have the King of Wands. And then we have the King of Pentacles as well here. So for some of you, this could be people in your life. Some of you could have a King of Wands or a King of Pentacles in your life. Someone who is very passionate about their path, their career, building their finances, building their stability. And for others of you, it's you. I kind of feel like this is you, actually, Aquarius. I'm not really kind of sensing that there are people here. I'm kind of sensing that you are very focused and very dedicated and committed to growth and building your own empire, making your mark on the world. And I feel like you're going forward with a lot of passion, or you're going forward with a lot of enthusiasm. And I feel like one of your main focuses is on building your stability, and also building long-term stability is what I'm hearing with the King of Pentacles. This is something that you want to create for the long haul. So this is building your legacy. This is being able to find success in what you do and what you have to offer through who you are and what you can bring to the table. So there's also something here about really showing off your skills, showing off your abilities, what you can do. I'm also hearing from Spirit, don't focus so much on what you can't do. Don't focus so much on what you still need to learn, or it's almost like they're saying, like, don't focus on needing to acquire something. They're saying focus on what you already have that's right in front of you and let that shine through. So don't put your pressure on yourself to I still need to do this, or I need to do that. I'm not going to get here. I'm not going to get there. It's almost, they're saying like it's right in front of you. It's right there. You already have it. You have what it takes. And it's about going forward with confidence. King of Wands goes forward with confidence, goes forward with, I'm hearing the word tenacity, and, really standing in their own power and just owning themselves, and that energy is going to bring in this energy of King of Pentacles. It's going to help you to build stability. I'm seeing like building, like laying down bricks for something long term. So yeah, you're at that stage where you're ready to lay down some solid foundations for yourself, something that will last you a long time. Okay, let me go into, let me pull one more here for the King of Pentacles, since we're in that energy, and then I'll go back to the Seven of Wands. King of Pentacles, let's pull one more card here. King of Pentacles, clarify the King of Pentacles. What does Aquarius need to know? Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. I love this. The Emperor, beautiful. So, this could be someone in your life. We have a lot of really fiery, energy here, full of action, full of authority, full of command, full of power. So some of you could be really, you're being very goal-oriented, very ambitious towards achieving your goals. And it kind of feels like you have success on your mind. There's something you're really setting out to achieve. Some of you could also be dealing with someone who has these traits. And so I just feel like there's a lot of success coming in here, and there's a lot of powerful, confident energy and something very supportive and stable. I'm feeling like a strong focus on the root chakra. So some of you could be really grounded in Oh, okay. So I'm hearing that a lot of your goals and dreams are grounded in reality. So that's going to be really important because that is what's going to, help you to make something come to fruition. It's when you're able to bring those ideas down, like the magician, you're able to bring them down and plant them into the ground and something tangible comes out. So I feel like that's an appropriate message. I'm just not sensing that this is other people. I'm really just feeling like this is your energy, and this is the energy that you're going into 2022 with as well. I feel like in December, we're starting off this week, and then the month of December, and then going into 2022, you're laying down the bricks, you're laying down the solid foundations for something really, really successful and long-term to blossom and flourish for you. Beautiful. Love this. Very ambitious, Aquarius. Okay. 7 of Wands. Let's go back to the 7 of Wands. What does Aquarius need to know for the 7 of Wands? I just follow the flow. So sometimes the cards just kind of like that. They just kind of fall out whenever they want. So sometimes it's a bit out of order. Yeah. Judgment and strength. This makes sense. And there's a lot of major arcana cards here. This is important. This is an important step for you. Oh God, they're telling me that one too. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay. So this makes a lot of sense because I feel like you're setting your foot down. You're putting your foot down. Because there could be just a lot of people around you, or it could just be something that has happened for you a lot in your life. This could just be a pattern that tends to happen. And it's where, you're not really able to, I really just feel like it's important for you to carve out your own space, like to set your boundaries, to create a shield around you. So that's going to be important for you this week. Because I felt that with the amplifier positive emotions here as well, is to create a shield around you. Because I feel like you're getting in touch with what you really want. You're no longer just going along with the flow. You're no longer just agreeing to everything just because other people want that for you. You're giving yourself the space, the freedom, and the permission to be who you want to be, which is beautiful and glorious and unique in your own light. And I feel like you're allowing that those masks, the heavy weight, to fall away. You don't really want to wear it anymore. You want to be free, you want to be light, you want to be yourself, and you want to be free to be yourself. And I feel like, yes, it's going to take some strength because it's a difficult thing to do, but you're freeing yourself from that. You're freeing yourself from a mental prison, and you're freeing yourself from almost like a spiritual prison. You're allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing yourself to be seen for who you are. And because of that, you're setting an example for people. People are watching you. It's a hard thing to do, and to be able to do it is something that's commendable. To shine your own light, to be unique, to be who you are, and that's what sets an example for other people, that they can also be themselves. And that's what you're being. You're being a role model for other people is really what I'm feeling here. And then we have the High Priestess, which is you are just so intuitive, and you're really tuning into your gifts, your talents, and you're also there's something the High Priestess has this mystical power to her. She's very intuitive. She can see into herself. She can also see into others. She can also see into how certain experiences or patterns in life all interweave is what I'm seeing. And it's like you have some insight or intuition that's coming in for you that I see you kind of keeping to yourself, but it's also going to help you to move in the right direction that you need to move in. So some of you, and that's what the Ace of Swords here as well, we have clarity that comes in. We have a spark of illumination, being able to cut through some of the clutter, some of the fogginess. And I feel like because of that clarity, you're able to see what something is and what something isn't. So maybe some of you are also being more aware of certain relationships in your life, or you're being able to see if what's working for you and what's not, and why it's not working for you, and what you need to walk away from. And some of the things that you need to walk away from may not be so easy. It may be something that's a little bit more difficult, that takes a little bit of time. But I feel like with the High Priestess, you're doing it in a very careful way. You understand that some things, it's like you can see what's going to happen, but in the way that it needs to happen, you're trusting in, you're like co-creating with spirit in that way. And you're trusting yourself. There's a level of independence and trusting your own intuition here, which is also a strong message with the High Priestess, is trusting your intuition is very important and what direction you need to go in, and not following the crowd. So there's something about being unique, setting an example, being a role model, and giving yourself the space and permission to be yourself and to shine. And then having clarity around what that is and how to do that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So this is all about following your creativity and your inspiration, your ideas, and putting action towards that. There's a lot of action, fiery energy that's coming in here for you too, because you're the Emperor and the King of Wands. And then we have the Page of Wands. So maybe there's some new ideas that's coming in for you as well. But I also see you just kind of allowing yourself to explore those ideas, allowing yourself to play around with different things. And I think that that's going to really flourish for you because you're creating space for it. You're not really allowing, like, you can breathe, so you have space to create and paint and write and, do all the things that you really want to do. And if other people knew, they would judge you for it. So you're detaching yourself from all of that and giving yourself permission to finally do what you want to do. Really beautiful here, Aquarius. Okay, let's go into your guidance cards here. Guidance card for Aquarius this week for November 29th to December 5th. Guidance for Aquarius for... home. So some of you may be spending more time at home. Some of you, I'm hearing, like, you may be taking off work. Some of you may be really wanting to just be with yourself, wanting to, it's almost like you're kind of doing something out of the ordinary, something you wouldn't normally do. So it's like if you normally don't call off of work, or you work too much, or you take on more hours, or you kind of put yourself to the side a lot, you may be doing some things that are a little bit different in the sense that you're allowing yourself to rest. You're allowing yourself to kind of tell everyone, don't bother me. I'm going to be, upstairs, or I'm going to be doing my own thing, and I don't want anyone talking to me or bothering me because I want to do my own thing and no one asks me what I'm doing. That kind of energy. So it's like you're allowing your space to become sacred. You're carving time out for yourself. And what this is doing is also creating a different vibe around you and the way people resonate with you, or the way people respond to you. So there's a command that you're taking on here. There is, it's like taking on like an authoritative stance on your needs and expressing those needs, and not really allowing other people to have a say about it. Beautiful. Okay. So what is a challenge for Aquarius this week? All that glitters and peace. So this is in your challenged position here. So I'm hearing that with all that glitters, that there may just be some false illusions or things that you thought were amazing or beautiful, or just like, I'm hearing idealizing others or idealizing a situation and not being able to see your own, it's like putting something up on a pedestal is what I'm seeing. But at the same time, putting something up on a pedestal without you realizing it might have also, and I'm really sorry for the super bright light all of a sudden. I think it's the sun here. It's moving in and out. So putting something up on a pedestal, I feel like almost kind of took away from you being able to see your own light. So I'm seeing that there may be something here where you're kind of coming to some kind of realization that something is not all what you thought it was. Like, it's not all perfect. And I feel like that may be something that is difficult for you to acknowledge. Like, you might have really idealized maybe even a lifestyle or something that you thought you wanted or you thought you needed. And it's almost like once you have it, you realize it's not what you thought it was. And so there's like like a truth that comes in here for you. And you're able to let that go. But it's something that, you know, may kind of feel a bit disappointing just because you kind of idealized it or glamorized it a bit. So, okay, what's something Aquarius can look forward to this week? Poised. Beautiful. I love this. I feel like people are just going to see you as really confident this week. And I feel like you're going to feel confident, not just see you as confident, but I feel like you're going to feel confident. I feel like you'll feel very grounded. You'll feel very inspired and motivated. And like you have a lot of clarity in the direction that you want to go in your life. And I feel like people will respect you for that, and you'll respect yourself for that. So I feel like there's a lot of balance coming in here for you, which is also an energy that I'm picking up on with the home. I always see the home as a card of balance, or even the number 4. It's like when we have that, it's like we feel like we can move forward, you know, because it's not chaotic, or it's not, you know, there's too much energy in one thing and not enough in another. And so we always feel like this unrest. So I feel like there's a sense of balance that's coming in for you, where you know exactly where you want to put your energy and where you don't want to put your energy. And that's helping you to really shine. There's also a strong message of shining here and taking back your power and really being able to give yourself the permission to express your uniqueness and to be who you really want to be. So really beautiful, empowering week this week for you, Aquarius. And I think that this is going to be a theme that you go into with December as well. And it may set the stage as well for 2022. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. That's your reading for this week. I hope it resonated with you and you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it's so really helpful for the channel, and it also helps me to tune into your energy better. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Aquarius.